Into the final set of matches we go now over in Group E with the hosts Germany already secure and Switzerland looking A-OK on 4 points. But still a matter of who's going to top the group, who will be in charge at the end of it. We're going to get into it next. That's right, folks. Back once again with another match preview. Looking forward to the final group games over in Group A. That's right. Today, we're going to take a look at Germany, taking on the Swiss over in Euro 2024. We'll get into it, all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash your subscribe. Your one-stop shop for Euro 2024 is right here under one Ruski. Of course, Germany secured their fate with a win over Hungary last time around. The Swiss still got a little bit more to do after, of course, they drew with the Scots most recently in their last game. Of course, what's going to go on in this final one? We'll get into it just 1 second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, smash your subscribe. We're trying to get 50 likes on these vids. And it's all down to you. Costs you absolutely nothing. Does wonders for the channel. So let's see how you guys get on with this then. So let's get into it and have a look at the game itself. It is Switzerland. It is, of course, Germany. Of course. And we're coming at you with Swiss, who qualify as Group I runners-up. They secure the spot on the 18th of November 2023. They've been here 5 times in the past. Murat Yakin, the manager, for now. Reinhard Xhaka, the star man. Of course, they are, of course, in Group A, where at the start of the competition, they were 11-2 to win the group, 2-1 on to qualify, and, of course, to win the whole thing, 66-1. Of course, those odds right here, right now, as I look at it, the Swiss are at 50-1 currently. I did have them making the last 16, but beyond that, who bloody knows? Let's take a look at their resume so far. Unbeaten heading into the game against the Germans, of course, with that important win. Must not lose game against Hungary. They took care of business there, 3-1 win. And then, of course, they kind of took a bit of a foot off the gas somewhat against the Scots. Could only muster a draw in the end. Germany now await for, of course, Switzerland. And, of course, a win for them could see them top the group and avoid an awkward second round encounter. We'll see about that in a minute. Let's take a look then, shall we? And of course, the key personnel for the Swiss heading into this one. Of course, we've got the likes of Sommer between the sticks. Xhaka, we already talked about him as a star man. Ricardo Rodriguez, still playing, of course, top level football as well. And the likes of Embolo has been used more as a substitute up top. So he's, of course, the key players. What about starting 11 then for this nation? Well, let's have a little gander then at it, shall we? Of course, coming at you right here. This is my starting line for the Swiss. We've got Sommer, Elverdi, Akanji, Shah, Frula, Sakira, Xhaka, Vidmir. Shaqiri, of course, with that wonder goal against the Scots. Okafor up top. And Vargas, what a player he can be. Currently top of the group at the moment and looking pretty good so far. They are, of course, qualified as hosts and they secured their spot on the 27th of September 2018. They've been here 13 times in the past. They've won it a couple of times as well. Nagelsmann, the young coach, with the Jamal Musiala still in the headlines at the moment. Currently, as of recording, top goal scorer in the competition. They are in Group A, where, of course, they had odds at 5-2 on to win the group, 20-1 on to qualify, and odds at 6-1 to win that. That's actually shrunk now down to 4-1. So they're up there with the contenders, of course. My expectation is winner. I did call that a long time ago. And so far, so good for the Germans. Just a 1 goal conceded. It was an own goal against the Scots. And a good, convincing, solid, business-like performance against Hungary. No headline makers there. It was just get the job done, get the 2-0 win, and top the group and qualify. They're already there in the last 16. The Swiss technically still got a little bit more to do. Top 2 qualify, remember, and the third place team goes into the lottery. That's right. Let's take a look then at the key personnel for the Germans. Of course, we've seen the likes of Musiala and Wirtz stealing the headlines at the back. Then we've got the likes of Schlottenbeck, Mittelstadt, of course, Rudiger, and of course Neuer between the sticks. So far, cameos. The likes of Füllkrug and Thomas Muller, maybe, just maybe, they'll get a shot in this starting 11. But I am going to keep it as business as usual, maybe a bit formality, but I'm going to stick with what I've got right now, and that is Neuer, Mittelstadt, Rudiger, Tah, Kimmich, Musiala, Kroos, Gundogan, Andrich, Wirtz, and Havertz. That's what you should expect, but they already qualified. Technically, there is a small matter of topping the group, so I wouldn't expect too many changes in the grand scheme of things. Let's take a look then, shall we, at the game itself coming at you at the Frankfurt Arena on the 23rd of June. Swiss with Yakin, Germany under Nagelsmann. They've played each other 8 times since 1938. 2 wins for the Swiss, just 3 wins for the Germans. 3 draws as well. Switzerland are unbeaten in the last 6 matches, 75% form for them right now. Germany, though, likewise unbeaten in at least the last 6 matches. They're on 92% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last match, one defeat in the last 6. They did the last play back in October 2020 in the Nations League. It was a 3-3 thriller over in Germany. It's actually been back-to-back draws for Germany, but they actually got to go all the way back to 2008 for the last victory over Switzerland, where they won 4-0. On average, Germany scoring 2.38 goals against Switzerland whenever they play, with, of course, the Swiss returning with a 1.88. The bookies currently have the Swiss 15-4 for the victory, 10-7 on is your Germany, 11-4 is the draw. Of course, the public vote is also backing the Germans, 80% with a vote, Swiss 10%, and the draw is at 10%. Now, of course, what about me then? I'm wearing the German shirt, get the badge in there, get the badge in. Of course, Germany have been good. The Swiss have been business-like, a little bit undercooked against the Scots, a little bit on the line here. They should be enough to get the last 16 with the 4 points. The major score here to be settled is who is going to top the group. A draw should be enough for Germany, and I'm kind of leaning towards a draw as we speak, because I think Germany just might change it up a little bit and kind of just carve it out. And of course, the Swiss would have to settle for a 5th place, and that also would do as a runners-up spot. So it does smell like it could be a draw. I think Germany at the moment are cooking and want everybody to know that they are contenders. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. Maybe a changed up lineup a little bit, but maybe the familiar names on the score sheet once again. Going to go with a 2-1 win. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this game and the rest as we preview the rest of the group games. Looking forward to the knockouts where Germany will be there. The Swiss are expected to be there, but of course we'll confirm all that when we get it. Until then, subscribe, smash the like, 50 likes if you can. But until then, guys and gals, we are done.